All right, how many of us do today what we were doing at 19 years old? That's how old Brad Williams was when he found his calling and started doing stand-up.
Thankfully, I'm not doing the same stuff. Today, tours the country. Take the next month, he'll be in Connecticut, California, Washington, Texas, and California again.
He's all over the place. And he's on the Blend couch this morning performing at the Funny Bone this weekend. What's up, Brad?
That's right. I'm here at the Funny Bone. And yeah, I mean, I had to find out what I was doing at 19, and I had to get that locked in because, you know, that's midlife crisis time for my people. So it's you're like, do I laugh at that? I don't know. It's kind of, yeah, it's fine. But I'm really happy in Omaha. I'm happy to survive the last week because it was St. Patrick's Day, and that's the most dangerous day of the year to be a midget. Well, it is, because you guys go out to the bars and you have a great time and you just drink and have fun. And I go out to the bars and I got drunk guys looking at me like he knows where it is. You know? It's awful. I don't like St. Patrick's Day. I don't like that. And
so what'd you do? What'd you do on St. Patrick's Day?
I boarded up my walls like it was the purge. I just stayed indoors the entire time. Like I armed to the teeth, like stay away. People would see me and freak out. No, I do not go out on St. Patrick's Day at all.
It's amateur night.
It's amateur night, exactly. Yeah, St. Patrick's Day, not fun. The entire month of December, I hate that. That's not fun, because you guys are like, first of all, the holidays are stressful enough. People are shopping. I go to the malls. I got an army of kids just following me like, do you know him? Do you know him? Do you know him? Do you know him? It's like, shut up. I hate that. But now it's all in the clear. I'm all good.
You're good for another 8 months.
Yeah,
huh?
I'm all good for a while. So now I'm just happy to be in Omaha.
Hey, one of the things we were reading about is Robin Williams. He
Yeah.
had a great line to describe you.
Yeah.
What did he say about you?
Robin, I did a show one time up in San Francisco, and Robin was in the audience, and I had no idea he was there. And I came off stage, and he walks up to me, and I don't really get starstruck, but it's Robin, man. And so he walks up, he's like, "Oh my God, Mr. Williams, you're like Prozac with a head." And
Is that what he said?
yeah, he said Prozac with a head, to the point where now I put that in like my bio. So now whenever someone sees me, because that's like the greatest compliment anyone has ever given me. And it's so funny because I did that show in San Francisco. I was actually in San Francisco recently because I took a radio job there for about 5 months. Then I got fired. And I'll tell you why I got fired, because
I want to hear that.
oh yeah,
story.
because I was a sports guy on this morning radio show, and they told me, Brad, you have to talk good about the Giants, and I said, I'm not going to talk good about the Giants. I'm born and raised in Los Angeles, so I have certain allegiances. And they said, you got to talk about the Giants. I'm like, no, I'm not going to talk about the Giants. They're like, no, you have to say good things about the Giants. It's San Francisco. I'm like, no, I'm a freaking dwarf. I'm not going to wear a jersey that says Giants on it. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that. That doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to support something that's been trying to kill me my entire life. It's not right. I'm not doing it. No. So they fired me. But whatever. Now I get to be back on the road. I'm in Omaha. I'm happy to be here because in addition to my shows at the Funny Bone, I'm going to the games. I'm going right from here.
Nice.
And I'm going to the basketball games. But here's the thing. I don't heckle. I don't heckle during basketball because a dwarf cannot heckle basketball players. You know what I mean?
Like a size difference.
Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense. Like I can't tell him like, yo, you should have done was pass and then done a pick and roll. Like, you're 4 feet tall. I can't. It's like an Asian guy telling a NASCAR dude how to turn left. Doesn't really make sense. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. No, what I would do is crash on the wall. That's what you would have done. So no, you can't talk about that.
You're going to be in Omaha with one of your buddies, right? Adam Ray.
I do a podcast called the About Last Night podcast, and we've had Melissa McCarthy on. There's Adam, the good-looking Jewish fella that he is. What a mensch. And yeah, we've had Melissa McCarthy, Bob Saget, Dan Cook, Whitney Cummings, Lisa Kudrow. We've had all these amazing guests, and yeah, he's my partner, so he's in town this weekend with me. We're going to the games together, and we'll probably have some interesting bromance moments.
Right.
Well, where are you going to be now? Have you decided where you're going to land? Are you going to be at the game the whole time? Are you going to tailgate?
Like I'm going right from here, and I'm seeing the Session 1 game. So I'm seeing Kansas against whatever team they're going to beat. And then I'm seeing Wichita State against Indiana.
All right.
So yeah, and then
So
after
you'll be at
that,
the arena most of the time.
Yeah, and then
And then you have shows.
and then I got to go to the
You
shows.
gotta behave.
I mean,
Sort of.
I don't really behave. Guys, like, dude, the last time Adam and we went to a basketball game, we actually got to sit courtside at a Laker game, and we ended up on the dance cam. And oh man,
What'd you do?
I was breakdancing. I was doing the worm. Like Jack Nicholson saw it, and he came over to us. And like we're like free, and like the whole arena's quiet because he never leaves his seat.
Right,
Jack never leaves his seat, and he gets up and he starts walking over, and I'm just like I'm frozen. And then Jack just walks up to me and he stops and he lowers his sunglasses and he looks me up and down and goes, "Well, at least we know all the cookies will be fresh tonight." That's what he said, and everyone's like offended. I'm like, I'm upset. I'm like, I was supposed to bring you cookies. Why didn't you tell me? Give me a memo, something. So yeah, it was just one of those cool moments. So I have no doubt that's something crazy. Watch the CBS. If you're not there, watch the games, and I'm sure I'll find out a way to get on there somehow.
Cameraman, look out.
Yeah, right?
But you know, we've talked to you in the past a few times. You've been on the show a few times. What is it with Omaha? You kind of have this bond with Omaha.
I just love it. It's nice people. It's good Midwestern values, and it's just fun people. And I mean, there was one instance where, I did a show here one time, and a woman was sitting in the front row who was actually afraid of little people. Like, she has something that's called achondrophobia, which is an actual phobia. And it's not like, he's kind of creepy. It's more like, what the hell is that? You know, it's insane. And the best part was that her friends all knew she had this fear and brought her to my show, sat in the front row, and did not tell her who the comedian was going to be that night. So I just walk out on stage, and before I even say one joke, this woman stood up. And I haven't said anything into the microphone yet. And she just stands up and yells out, "Jesus Christ!" Like that. And I'm looking around because I don't know why she's freaking out. I don't know why she's I'm looking at her like, wow, Jesus Christ, is Tim Tebow here? I have no clue. She's like, "I'm afraid of little people." It's like, how could you be afraid of little people? It's not contagious. You know what I mean? I can't walk up to you and bite your knee and you go, "I'm melting." Like, that doesn't happen. It's so weird. I don't get it. But
so is the phobia gone now after she had this interaction?
I mean, yeah.
Immersion therapy,
yes,
right?
Immersion therapy was
So if
perfect.
your friends have a phobia, take them to see
Done.
Brad Williams this
There you
weekend,
go.
tonight, tomorrow, and then there's one show on Sunday. Call the Bone phone, 493-8036. Brad, great to see you. Have a good time down at the
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for having me. It's a pleasure as always.
Thank you.
Buddy, we'll see you. Still ahead, the story told through more than 250,000 artifacts.
First, why our sense of smell is important and what to do about the challenges posed this time of year. Mary will make a cameo in that interview on the other side of this break.